Bienvenue, messieurs. We are all present, so we can begin. Monsieur Eaton, please continue your testimony from the moment you landed yesterday. Cher fils, your father and I are quite sure that you did not do it. You couldn't have. We love you, and we are waiting for you at home. Please leave this cursed Paris and return to your home parts, Mama et Papa. P.S. Papa asks you not to mention the hotel guest book. Apparently you know what that means. You gypsy scum. You can be sure that you will take responsibility for what you have done to our daughter. You will be beheaded, and even neither your millions nor your connections will be able to help you. Is the stolen money not enough? Is your wrongdoing to all these poor people not enough? You had to tear everything away from us, including our only daughter. Death to the rich. Vive la nouvelle révolution. Mon cher, I am in a deep regret that you had to stand before the court accused of such a terrible deed. I assure you that I deeply believe in your innocence and will do my best so that you can continue to work for the glory of Le Feu and toute la France. Cordialement, Hugo Argent. Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is already in waiting. Bienvenue, messieurs. We are all present, so we can begin. To begin with, I checked the guest book. There was my surname, and a signature which I recognized immediately. It was the signature of my father. Monsieur le Président, the evidence mentioned by my client has already been presented by the prosecutor. But I must add that we commissioned the handwriting expert. This is the proof marked with number 1. It states that the signature appearing in the hotel guest book really belongs to Antoine Eaton, father of the accused. Then Monsieur Antoine Eaton will be re-examined as a witness. The hearing will take place at the next trial. I ask to duly summon the witness. Until this time, I announce a break. Take the accused back into custody. Monsieur Eaton, the French Gypsy Association wishes to send you support and condolences for the persecution caused by your gypsy origin. We are aware that it was the main cause of your indictment. We offer you a safe haven if you decide to leave the prison in less official way. One of our persecuted members, who had also been imprisoned in the prison de la Santé, mentions the decayed walls in most of the cells. Maybe you could use this information? Signed, X. Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is already in waiting. Bienvenue, messieurs. We are all present, so we can begin. Antoine Eaton, too, has submitted clarification on the issue of the rented room in the Caucasus Hotel. It was attached to the evidence. Monsieur Eaton, please continue your testimony from the moment you landed yesterday. I took the elevator to the second floor. Then I opened the elevator grate. For a moment, I admired the paintings of Paris. I opened the inner door. I tried the door handle to the hotel room, but it was closed. Why did you want to open that door? I had a feeling that in one of the rooms I would find the damn thief and reclaim my documents. What were you planning to do when you would find that person? I had no plan. I thought only about getting my documents back. I understand. Please continue. I opened the door and entered the room. As I walked in, Madame Capet was standing in the center of the room, furious. She started to yell at me, that she robbed me according to the agreement and that she was supposed to be paid. She started to insult me, and a fraud. She came with her fists at me. I shoved her off, instinctively. I did not know what to do. I escaped to the hallway. I didn't want to hurt her, and I did not do it. Monsieur Eaton, did you not want to regain your designs? You had been robbed. I was confused after the blow. I didn't think clearly. Continue. I called then I opened the elevator grate. I took the elevator to the ground floor. I opened the elevator grate. I opened the door to the phone room. I spent a few minutes talking on the phone. I opened the door and walked out into the street. Then I opened the gate.
I took a bath and washed off the blood. Then I used the stairs. Then I opened the door. I was tired after the banquet, so I immediately went to sleep. I was even too tired to undress.
Is it all you want to testify, Monsieur Eaton?
Oui, Monsieur le Président.
And so I close the hearing. It is time to present your positions.
Monsieur le Président, the accused tried to trick himself off the responsibility. He used cunning rhetoric, trying to hide more and more of his new lies. However, in view of the evidence presented by the prosecutor, I have no doubt that Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, murdered Marie Capet in cold blood. Please, let the High Court not be deceived by his tearful stories about a poor gypsy from the country who gained his success with hard work, and which Marie Capet so cleverly tried to destroy. It was the accused who destroyed the life of a poor girl and her family with full premeditation. And what did that poor girl do to deserve such cruel fate? She was searching for a better life, and was employed as a maid in the same building in which a dangerous psychopath lived. According to the prosecution, the accused is guilty, Monsieur le Président. Therefore, I apply for recognition of Alfred Eaton, defendant who appeared today before the court, guilty of all charges against him, and for imposition of the death penalty by beheading on the guillotine. Thank you. Monsieur le Président, Monsieur Prosecutor used a lot of high-flown words. However, during the preparation of indictment, he made many mistakes. As to the hotel room, my client had never rented a room in the Caucasus. As we have shown during the proceedings, it was his father, Antoine Eaton. It is supported by the hotel's guest book, graphology expertise, and the testimony of Antoine Eaton. As to the alleged attempt to use the torture device on the victim, my client did not intend to use his interrogation device, which the prosecutor describes as a torture machine, neither on Marie Capet nor on anyone else. This is indicated by the letter sent by my client to the Ministère de la Justice with a proposal of a lawful use of the equipment to serve the law as well as society. It is important to emphasize the relationship of Marie Capet and my client. According to the testimony of the victim's parents, she felt a deep resentment and contempt, both for my customer and for his work and success. It is confirmed by Madame Capet's read, a socialist work of Karl Marx, which was created to destroy the minds of young people. Newspaper clippings about Alfred Eaton were found in Marie Capet's room. Is it not strange? It makes this resentment towards my client possible. As to the meeting with Marie Capet in his apartment, it was Marie Capet who broke into the apartment of my client. Alfred Eaton caught her when she was trying to rob his safe, and she, without hesitation, grabbed a metal rod and attacked my client. Marie Capet broke into the apartment of my client with the intention of committing theft. This is indicated by a letter that my client found in the room of Madame Capet. In addition, at the rendezvous point, which was the room in the Caucasus Hotel, my client found the suitcase with the money, which I think would serve as payment for the execution of the order described in the letter. As for Alfred Eaton's weapon, please note, Monsieur le Président, that my client testified that he had not had the murder weapon on himself. The knife was in his secret workshop all that time. Everyone could have stolen it and then dropped it off. As for the murder, as my client testified, he did not kill Marie Capet. So, who did? Please note, Monsieur le Président, that Alfred Eaton worked on a secret invention, which designs he kept hidden in his own safe. Neither Hugo Argent nor Le Feu Company was supposed to ever know about it. But that is not what happened. Monsieur Argent not only learned about the invention, but also wanted to come into its possession. This is indicated by a letter from a law firm that was sent to my client. As it clearly appears from the letter to Monsieur Brissot, the maid, Marie Capet, was sent shortly before the murder. I would like to add that the letter was sent from a non-existent organization, and remuneration for Marie Capet's work was not provided. So who and why had she been sent? As I mentioned, Marie Capet was supposed to steal the designs from the safe of my client. Is this the true reason why she started to work for my client's neighbor? The payment for the execution of the order was waiting for Marie Capet in a room of the Caucasus Hotel, in the same room that was rented by the father of the accused, Antoine Eaton. According to the testimony of Antoine Eaton, his son, Alfred Eaton, informed him about his problems with Hugo Argent. He wanted to help his son, so he used Marie Capet's aversion towards him and her difficult situation and hired her to steal the documents. So, if Alfred Eaton had ceased to possess them, he couldn't have handed them over to Hugo Argent's lawyers. However, things must have gone wrong. Maybe Marie had more money or blackmail Antoine Eaton. She was killed. There are many different possibilities, and there is a slight chance they will get determined, so I think that there are too many doubts to convict my client. As for the testimony of the neighbor who saw Alfred Eaton entering the building covered in blood, according to my client's testimony, that meeting had never taken place, so the witness made a false testimony. Taking into account the evidence from the neighbor's opinions, the witness might have had a motive, an aversion towards my client, and racial prejudice. Thank you, Monsieur le Président.
Judges, your father and I are praying for you, and we believe that the court will be merciful. Maman et Papa. Postscriptum. Papa is sorry that it did not work as he had planned.
Monsieur Eaton, please hurry. The court is ready to announce the verdict. The verdict on behalf of the République Française. The court, as present, hereby finds that Alfred Eaton, accused of murdering Marie Capet, is innocent. Due to the content of the verdict, the court repeals the detention order.